Another day, another Stop the Violence rally in South Jackson that ain't gonna stop the violence. Breaking news, not going to stop the violence. Say it with me. Not going to stop the violence. But first, guys, my all new FAFO shirts and hoodies are in stock. You can check them out now over at my website, buyfafo.com. That's buyfafo.com. Check out the hoodies. Oh, yeah. Check that out. The OG G.I. Joe logo. Got them in black shirts now, finally. Much requested. We also, of course, got them in the original gray that's been so popular. How about the new logo? The Mississippi Blackout Tag Edition. The hoodie that you'll get actually comes with white drawstrings. Looks a little bit cooler than that. It's too hot, or I would wear one on this video. And of course, we have the t-shirts available too. Hey, you want to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month? $10 of every shirt purchased with the pink ribbon goes to the American Cancer Society's Real Men Wear Pink fundraising campaign right here in Central Mississippi. The only sizes left available are XL and above. No more smaller sizes. We are completely out of those. Check them all out at buyfafo.com. All right, let's jump over here to WLBT and see what's going on in South Jackson. Are they going to stop the killing? Frankly, I'm surprised there wasn't a killing at the Stop the Violence rally, just like it is at their typical balloon releases, dove releases, and everything else.
State, community, and faith-based leaders took to the streets today in Jackson for a Stop the Violence rally. It was held on Belvedere Drive and McDowell Road. Our 3 News Side's Chris Field shares their heartfelt pleas as they work to put an end to gun violence.
Spreading unity in the community and calling for peace. There was the
unity in the community. The rhyme there.
Focal point at Saturday's rally. Organizers are now hoping to spark change as they flood the streets in Jackson with their message.
We need unity, we need peace.
As chants rang out.
Where's the love in Jackson Street?
And with signs in hand, ralliers let their voices and presence be known at every corner of McDowell Road. Many of them stopping vehicles, spreading messages of love and peace.
We're in a community right now that's hurting, and they need to see that someone cares for them, someone cares about them.
It's time to put the guns down and stop the violence.
James Hopkins is one of the organizers for the rally. He says the goal is to bring awareness to the ongoing violence that continues to plague the capital city, hoping to bring it all to an end.
You know, sometimes you just need that to remind people that we are still a city. There's still people out here who love the city, still people out here who love the community, and people who want to just be better.
Bring awareness. Hell, we all know folks killing each other there at an industrial clip in South Jackson. You're pointing your attention in the wrong way. And I don't want to fault these people that are doing this, by the way. They're doing good work. I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna work. That's what I'm gonna tell you. These prayer circles, these Stop the Violence rallies, these pray against violence, none of that works, unfortunately. What's gonna work is bringing in the National Guard. What's going to work is not suing the city when JPD tries to set up roadblocks. Not giving people hugs, not letting them know you love them. None of that ain't going to work. I wish it did. I wish it was all rainbows, butterflies, and kumbayas. That's not going to work in Jackson. The people who are doing the killing are laughing at you. They're laughing at you. The people doing the killing don't care about your little Stop the Violence rallies. They're weighing out dope right now. Looking on Instagram. What they ops doing? They don't care about you. Let's finish the video. I'm going to try to anyway.
According to WLBT's homicide tracker, the city is now at 90 homicides. Those on hand say it's important to be out in the forefront.
It's actually 91 homicides since yesterday when the girl at McDonald's killed her coworker.
To deter crime.
Man, it's always important to be that example of that beacon of light in the community, so you can be able to just be an example to some that don't have that example. A lot of us, we sit back and want change, but don't want to get out and be a part of the change.
State Representative Fabian Nelson was also rallying for change Saturday. He says speaking with members in the community is key to addressing crime in the city.
You can't get much done sitting behind a desk. You have to get out in the community with the people that know the community and know the root of the problem, because people think they know everything, but you don't.
Oh, I do. The root of the problem is fatherless homes. I mean, that's just the A1 since day one. Root of the problem is you got too many mothers over there in Jackson laying down, spreading their legs, getting knocked up with no intentions on treating that child as anything more than a government paycheck. That's the root of the problem. And you may not like it. I know y'all don't like me telling y'all this. Y'all don't like somebody that doesn't live in Jackson any longer pointing out the problem. But that's the problem, is you got too many mamas getting knocked up that ain't got no intention of daddy being around.
We have to talk to the people that are having the conversations with the ones that are out here. So that's important, being visible.
Now, organizers say they plan to host more rallies like these as a crime prevention tool here in the capital city. Chris Fields, 3 on your side.
Not going to work. Just going to tell y'all right now, not going to work. Bring in the National Guard, elect a new mayor that's actually going to do something about law enforcement meaningfully, not these little platitudes, these empty platitudes that this mayor does. Actually let the current chief do his damn job without golden handcuffs on him, and let's get the damn thing done. You're never going to save Jackson. It's too far gone, but you can somewhat stop the bleeding a little bit. I mean, look at this. I'm going to pull this up here one more time for y'all. I just see something here on the WLBT website that I find comical as well. Yeah, so since this video was made, we actually are up to 91 homicides. Let's pull it up over here. As you see right there, 2024 count, 91 homicides. And as you see on the WLBT murder map here, as I call it. So let's look at this. So here's I-20 right here. So all of these are homicides that when what we would traditionally call South Jackson. And you could argue that a couple of these, Chadwick Driver by Merritt Health Hospital, that I consider that South Jackson. South McRaven Road, that's South Jackson. So like I said, you could, let's see here. Is that I-20? Yeah, that's I-20. So yeah, plenty of these are in South Jackson. I mean, look at that. So until you get to the root of the problem, which is these fatherless homes, these folks constantly blaming all of their strife on poverty. Poverty ain't it. I saw a thing the other day that I thought was quite comical on X. A guy was trying to say that Jackson's not the most poverty-stricken. Contrary to popular belief, Jackson's not the most poverty-stricken city in the state, that there was another one like Gulfport and Hattiesburg that also had a lot of poverty. I said, well, that's good to know, because A, I don't believe that, but B, let's just pretend that it is true. Well, that busts up their entire narrative at the door, that all of Jackson's problems, all of Jackson's moral issues are because they're poor, because of poverty, which again, just another Democrat lie about Jackson, Mississippi. I'm looking on my X account real quick where I shared some of this stuff, because I want to show it to you real quick here. I have posted so much stuff, it may be hard to pull it. No, actually, I got it right here. Here we go. Check this out. This was on X from another Jackson apologist, of course. I think this was Saturday. Here we go. Let's pull it up here. Make my screen a little bit bigger for you guys so you can read it there. All right. R.A. Sultan says, note, the majority of residents in these Mississippi cities are not in poverty. However, only one city on the list is constantly talked about as if they were. Additionally, one city on the list is often cited as a model that should be duplicated. But for what? But the model for what? So it's saying that Jackson's actually has less poverty than Gulfport and Hattiesburg. And look, that number may be true. I don't know. That's below the poverty line. And again, what I said right here when I retweeted this was, but I thought the root cause of all the crime and black on black violence in Jackson was because of poverty. So what this shows, if true, is exactly what I've been saying. Their lack of morals and their rotten culture has nothing to do with their financial situation. They're just crappy people. And my buddy Rob down here got it great. He goes, they have it all backwards. Their financial situation has everything to do with their lack of morals and their rotten culture. Thank you for tuning in to the Clay Edwards Show here on the Save Jackson YouTube or wherever you're consuming this content. Be sure to check out the radio show live right here, wherever you're consuming this content in 4K every morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., and on the radio at 103.9 FM, WYAB here in Central Mississippi. Of course, if the podcast, the audio only, is the easier way for you to consume this content, it's always available. Just search Clay Edwards Show. Wherever you download podcasts, stream music, and more. And as always, you can follow me on X as well, at SaveJXN. Y'all stay blessed.